Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here or just dropping in for the first time, do me a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button right now, turn on those notifications, and join the family so you never miss a single B&B spoilers video, full episode recap, fan theory deep dive, or past update. We're going super in-depth today on the spoilers for Friday, March 6th, the episode where things could seriously start unraveling for Ivy if she doesn't lock everything down quick. We're talking about the returning Ashley Brewer as Ivy Forrester, who's come back swinging and is meddling in her niece's love life like it's her personal mission. We'll break it all down, scene by scene where possible, character motivations, what the official spoilers hint at, and tons of speculation on how this ties into bigger arcs like the future of Will and Elektra for the uninitiated, that electric spark between RJ and Elektra, and the ripple effects across the canvas. Grab your snacks, get comfy. This is going to be a detailed, lengthy breakdown packed with everything you need to know, fan reactions, theories, and why this could be a pivotal turning point for several storylines. Let's kick things off by painting the picture at the iconic beach house, which has become the epicenter of so much young adult angst and romance drama in recent months. Will Spencer, brought to life by the talented Crew Morrow, is reeling from the gut punch of witnessing his girlfriend, Elektra Forrester, played by Linnea Grace, sharing a passionate kiss with RJ Forrester, Brian Nicoletti. That moment has been replaying in Will's mind non-stop, the shock on his face turning into heartbreak, anger, and a heavy dose of self-doubt. How did I let things spiral this far? He's likely torturing himself with that question. The fandom has been all in on shipping Will and Elektra. Willektra has been one of the sweetest, most promising young couples in ages, but the last few weeks have thrown everything into chaos, testing their bond to the breaking point. Enter Melissa Dillon, Sydney Bullock in the role, no relation to the movie star, but she's bringing that fresh, relatable energy to the screen. As Will's friend and someone who's been hanging around the beach house a lot, Dillon steps up to offer comfort in his darkest hour. But spoilers and teases from the week leading up suggest this comfort session could cross into something way more charged. Dillon might start by shouldering some of the blame herself. After all, her constant presence has fueled misunderstandings and jealousy in Will and Elektra's relationship. Picture her getting emotional, maybe even tearing up as she says something heartfelt like, "If I hadn't been around so much, maybe none of this mess would have happened." That vulnerability opens the door for her to speak her truth about Elektra, perhaps venting frustration. She moved on so fast, like what you two meant nothing. It's the perfect soap setup for a rebound romance, or potentially something genuine and deeper. This beach house confrontation is primed to be pure emotional fireworks. Tears, supportive hugs, lingering looks, and that classic soap opera tension where the music swells and the camera zooms in tight. Will's at his most vulnerable, hurt, betrayed, questioning everything, and Dillon's right there, offering warmth and understanding. Could we see her lean in for a kiss? Many fans think yes, especially after hints of Dillon opening up fully to Will earlier in the week. Will and Dillon as a pairing? It has potential, fresh, unexpected, and a way for Will to reclaim some happiness after the pain. Social media is buzzing with divided opinions. One camp is rooting hard for Will to move on and find joy elsewhere, while die-hard Willektra fans are begging Elektra to wake up, realize her mistake, and fight to win him back. Either outcome makes this scene must-watch TV, loaded with raw feelings that could redefine relationships. Shifting over to the RJ and Elektra side of the drama, RJ is still fuming about Will. He genuinely believes Will shattered Elektra's heart, largely because of the manipulations fed to him and her by Ivy, and he's not about to let that go. RJ's protective instincts are in overdrive. He's the type who leads with his heart, and seeing Elektra in pain has him ready to step up as her knight in shining armor. Ivy, of course, is right there fanning those flames. She's been subtly, or not so subtly, encouraging RJ to pursue Elektra more boldly, whispering things like, "Show her what real devotion from a man with Forrester legacy looks like." Ivy sees RJ as the ideal match for her niece, stable, connected to the family empire, someone worthy in her eyes, while viewing Will as too unreliable or not up to par. But is this helpful guidance, or is Ivy's heavy-handed matchmaking just pouring gasoline on an already raging fire? This leads straight into the episode's core bombshell, Ivy's entire scheme teetering on the edge of collapse. Ivy has been pulling strings masterfully, intercepting Elektra's heartfelt apology letter to Will, planting doubts, engineering chance encounters where RJ could comfort Elektra and steal that kiss. It's all designed to push Elektra towards what Ivy considers a better future, away from Will. But now the facade is cracking, and the biggest threat to her plan is Daphne Rose, portrayed by Muriel Hilaire. Daphne is the true wildcard here, the Paris import with her keen instincts, that famous nose for scents in the perfume world and apparently for drama too. She caught Ivy red-handed tampering with or stealing that crucial letter. Spoilers point to a direct, heated confrontation where Daphne calls Ivy out on the theft and manipulation. Ivy, ever the sharp schemer, won't back down easily. She'll issue a stern warning. You breathe a word of this to Elektra or anyone and you'll regret it. Expect the showdown in a tense, private spot, maybe a secluded corner of Forrester Creations or the Forrester Mansion, with Ivy's eyes blazing with that classic determination we've seen her before. She's not afraid to use threats to protect her secrets. Ivy will go into damage control mode, working overtime to silence Daphne and keep her plot intact. But Daphne isn't the type to be easily bullied. She has her own connections, possibly closer ties to Steffy, Carter as his wife, or others who value honesty over agendas. If Daphne chooses to reveal the truth, the fallout would be catastrophic for Ivy. Elektra discovering her aunt sabotaged any chance at reconciliation with Will, the family questioning Ivy's loyalty, potential confrontations, or even Elektra disowning her in a dramatic, tear-streaked showdown. B&B thrives on these multi-generational clashes, trust broken, alliances shattered, and fresh rivalries ignited. Even with the danger mounting, Ivy remains convinced she's acting out of love and duty to protect Elektra from what she sees as a bad match. She's doubling down, willing to cross lines to keep everything hidden. This arc really highlights the debate fans have had since Ashley Brewer's return. Is Ivy a protective, caring aunt figure, or has she veered into controlling manipulator territory? This Friday leans heavily into the darker side, showing just how far she'll push to get her way. Tying it all together for the bigger picture on March 6th and beyond, RJ can't shake the memory of that kiss. He's reminiscing hard, which could lead to more charged moments between them as he processes his feelings. Will's emotional turmoil at the beach house, potentially culminating in a kiss or confession with Dylan, sets up a messy new quadrangle, or even pentagon of romance. And Daphne holds the power to flip everything. If she stays silent under Ivy's pressure, the scheme holds. If she talks, it all comes crashing down, possibly leading to reconciliation for Elektra or deeper rifts. Will might even shock Steffi with big news, like details of the breakup or a major personal decision tied to the fallout. B&B fans, this March 6th episode is classic soap gold. Schemes unraveling, heartfelt confessions, tense threats, possible kisses, and high-stakes choices that could reshape relationships for months. What do you predict? Will Daphne keep quiet to avoid drama, or will she expose Ivy and spark chaos? Could Will and Dylan become the next hot couple, or is Elektra destined for a comeback? Drop your hottest takes, predictions, and theories in the comments. I read and reply to as many as I can. If this deep spoilers breakdown hit the spot, smash that like button, share it with your B&B squad, and subscribe for daily, weekly recaps, theories, cast news, and more. Thanks for hanging out with me today, fellow soap lovers. The Bold and the Beautiful never disappoints with the twists. Stay locked in for all the heartbreak, passion, and surprises ahead. I'll catch you in the next video. Take care, and I'll see you soon.